Emergency response program that launched in June ends tonight. That's in Community Matters. Throughout the summer, the Vermont Food Bank distributed 40,000 food boxes in all 14 counties through a program called Full Plates VT. Local 22's Jolie Sherman is live in the studio with the details. Jolie?
Mike, for the past 4 months, Full Plates VT has provided temporary relief for Vermonters. And at the last food drive, the Vermont Food Bank came prepared to feed more than 500 families. When the USDA's Farmers to Families Food Box program ended in May, the Vermont Food Bank came out with Full Plates VT with food sourced by the USDA.
It has been very helpful, very grateful, very much so. So especially like my mom or my dad and my daughter who doesn't drive, so it helps them out.
Rebecca Pinsino drove from Georgia, Vermont to make it to the last food drive. Throughout the pandemic, she's made use of these programs to feed her family as well as her neighbors.
I have my neighbors across the road who's got kids. We just distribute it all through our community where we live and help everybody out and make sure that they're all set.
On Thursday, nearly 300 families showed up in the first hour at North Avenue Alliance Church in Burlington. One Vermont couple says they also give to those in their community.
On the average, we've been getting like potatoes and apples and onions and frozen foods and things, and it's been very helpful. And if it's a little extra, we live in senior housing and we give them to some of our neighbors.
Food service providers with the Abbey Group say thousands of cars would come to sites at the start of the pandemic.
Lines were lined up for hours, and people, they were in such need, they were showing up like at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the distribution didn't start until 10.
While the lines are a little shorter now, Vermont Food Bank CEO says levels are still not where they were prior to COVID.
This is not a charitable issue. This is an issue of justice, and we will keep the pressure on the policymakers to make the changes that they made that really helped during the pandemic.
John Sayles strongly encourages Vermonters to see if they qualify for 3 Squares Vermont. This gives Vermonters an EBT card, which works a lot like a debit card. He also suggests checking out the Get Help tab on the Vermont Food Bank website for additional resources and support. We'll have that information on our website, mychamplainvalley.com. For now, reporting live in the newsroom, Jolie Sherman, Local 22 News.